Peace. What's going on, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap on in with your boy. Hopefully, everybody having a powerful Saturday thus far. Akuma, what's going on with you? Yeah, I got the email. I got to respond to it, man. I had a busy week, man, so I'm going to get back to you. But I looked at it, though. How everybody holding up, man, on this Saturday, man. We got some information to build on. Travian, Andronicus, Magic Rims, Dominique, peace, man. What's going on with everybody? We tapped in, man. We tapped into the agenda out here, man. I know y'all see what's going on out here. They trying to get us. They trying to get us. Darvin, what's going on? TZ, what's going on? The agenda is real out here. Not impressed. Master Tool, how y'all living? The agenda is live and in effect. Lil Nas X is one of the pawns. Boy, they getting him to do exactly what it is that they like, exactly what they have in mind for the agenda. They are getting him to fulfill everything. They are getting him to fulfill everything. Andronicus, you already know, man. I just tapped into it, man. I ain't want to really watch it because I already knew it was trash. For one, I don't fool with the dude. But I was like, man, let me check this out, man. So I checked it out. Redbird, what's going on? Agenda is real, man. You got to make the black man look as effeminate as possible out here. And that's what they doing. They fulfilling that. They fulfilling that agenda. They fulfilling it. Definitely fulfilling it, man. That video was like, come on, yo. Come on, man. Got dude out here giving a lap dance to what they call Satan out here. Like, are we serious? Talking about showing off his pole dancing skills. Like, are we serious? Are we serious? But then if I come out, if I make a video and I start talking about what it means to be a man, then they gonna cancel me. It's gonna be cancel culture around here. We better have a cancel Lil Nas X campaign going. Need to cancel that. That's nonsense. They shouldn't be promoting that. They shouldn't be promoting that. If I was promoting anything that I want to promote out here, they're gonna be striving to cancel me. So we need to go ahead and cancel that because that's nonsense. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Original one, what's going on? It's inappropriate. Where's the cancel campaign for that type of trash, man? That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. And I've been seeing a lot of people, as what's crazy, I've been seeing a lot of people co-sign it. I've been seeing a lot of people co-sign this dude, man. Oh, he's just expressing himself. The courage, the strength, all that type of stuff, man. They are praising this dude for coming out doing what he's doing, talking about he's brave, the courage, and all this type of stuff, man. So that's what we on. But then if I come out and speak against the system, then I'm stupid. I'm crazy. All that type of nonsense. So if I come out and speak against the system, now you want to call me all type of negative names and whatnot. But then this person can come out here giving lap dances to something called a Satan. Lap dance with Satan out here, man, and that's cool. Y'all saying that takes courage to do that. Oh, that's creative. That's innovative. Come on now. Come on now. What's really going on out here, man? What's really going on? What's really going on? And you already know Hollywood, man. Every time you look up, you're seeing something that's homosexual on the TV screen. So we already know. We already know that agenda is live in effect. And like I said, he just pushing it further. Just pushing it further. Just pushing it further, man. They loving him. They loving him. I ain't got time for that, man. That's whack. That's lame. That's soft. That's weak. I ain't promoting none of that in my household. I ain't promoting none of that in my universe. That's canceled in my universe. I'm not praising anything like that. That's no good. Not tolerated. That will not be tolerated. No black man finna be walking around pole dancing around here where I'm from. It's not happening. That ain't how we rock. That's not how we roll. That's not how a man should roll. We not doing that. We not promoting that. That's nonsense. If they could come out here and promote that type of garbage and that type of trash, then we should be able to come out here and tell people what it means to be a strong black man without being criticized. So if they about to let people or allow people to come out and do that, then we should be able to talk like men talk with no repercussions, with no consequences. Every time we try to come out and talk like men talk, we getting canceled, we losing our jobs, we losing out on opportunities, etc., etc. We getting blackmailed, blackballed, all this type of stuff. But dude can come out here and do that, and everybody praise it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. They are playing with us. They are really playing with us. They playing with the black man out here. They are playing with us, man. They are literally playing with us. They are literally playing with us. Do y'all understand what's really happening? Like I said, I brought this up in the last video that I did. Look at what's happening to Deshaun Watson. It's crazy. Look how they do the black man when the black man stands up for him. When he stands up for himself, they blackmail you. Everybody that ever been in the presence of Deshaun Watson is now saying that he has harassed them. Now he's a predator and things of this nature. He's a serial predator. None of this type of stuff was coming out until Deshaun Watson wanted to free himself from his contract and say he's not playing for this team, not about to make these white owners some money. Once he stood up and said, I'm done making these white owners some money, y'all got a trash team around me, I'm no longer playing. I'm not going to play until y'all trade me. Then all of a sudden, all these allegations come out. Now they ruining this man's career. He may not be able to make any money doing what he loves to do, all because he said, man, I don't want to play for y'all, man, just trade me. And then they're going to come out and say this. The organization comes out and say, look, we was going to trade dude until these allegations came to the surface. That's trash, man. Come on. Come on home, man. Look how they play with us, man. Look how they do the black man. Look how they do the black man, man. When we strive for freedom, when we strive for liberation, look what they do to us. But then if we come out here and we look soft, weak, and we pole dance, lap dancing all on the video, we good. We good. We good. Audio, my brother, is Christianity the most disrespected religion? No, not at all. And that's the thing. Every religion feels like they the most disrespected religion for the most part. Everybody be feeling disrespected when it comes to their particular religion. But I'm not about to say Christianity is the most disrespected religion, because like I said, I've had experiences with Christians, with Baptists, Catholics, and all of that. And they are some very disrespectful individuals as well, because they always trying to force their lifestyle on individuals. So no, I'm not going to say it's the most disrespected religion. I'm not going to say that, because it's a lot of disrespect that comes out of that religion from the people that's within the religion. So some of that disrespect is warranted, man, because of the people who claim to be Christians, who claim to be Catholics, who claim to be whatever it is they claim to be. But they like to play the victim role when they feel like their religion is under attack. Whole while before their so-called religion was under attack, they was out here attacking people for not following their religion. You know, so nope, it ain't the most disrespected religion. Not at all. Because at the same time, when we say that, the Christians disrespect the Muslims just as much as they claim everybody else disrespects them. They disrespect every other religion, every other lifestyle, every other culture, just as much as they claim everybody else disrespects them. So nah. And that goes for like all the other religions, man. You hard pressed not to find a religion that don't be disrespecting people out here, simply because somebody don't want to believe in it and subscribe to it. Yeah, Andronicus. And this is another thing too, for my sisters that's watching. One thing that I have a big problem with this. My sisters that's watching this, it's only a select few, but my sisters that's watching this, one thing that my sisters have to stop doing, and this is something that I have seen for the longest, when it comes to these homosexual men or these homosexual activities from these young boys, one thing that I see a lot of women do, they praise it, they applaud it, they laugh at it, they co-sign it, they approve it. Man, stop doing that. It ain't nothing cute about your little 6-year-old son dancing like a female, man, dancing like a little girl. Ain't nothing cute about that. Ain't nothing cute about your little 5-year-old son twerking. Ain't nothing cute about your little 5-year-old son wanting to play with some dolls, man. Ain't nothing cute about that. Nothing cute about that. That ain't funny, man. Like, ain't nothing cute about that. Back when I was growing up, man, you out here, you doing stuff that's feminine and you a young boy, man, that ain't funny, man. We not laughing at that. Your pops or somebody gonna pull you to the side. You don't do that. This is not what you don't play with this. You don't dance like this. You don't do that. Rules and regulations, we got to enforce them. And a lot of time I be seeing these sisters co-signing. You can't even say nothing to a young boy out here, man. You see that young boy twerking and you like, hey, man, don't dance like that. You got to fight the women now. You got to fight the mothers now. Ain't nothing wrong with him dancing like that. He should be able to dance how he want to dance. No, incorrect. We got rules and regulations. We got to start enforcing them out here. It's an attack on manhood, and I ain't got time for it. It's trash out here, man. That's trash. You gonna see a lot of women co-signing what Lil Nas X was doing, because that's what be happening out here. They be co-signing this trash, and that's why this stuff continues to be promoted and whatnot. Y'all know the women I'm talking about, man, that be having the homosexual friends around and whatnot, man, just co-signing, laughing at everything he doing, thinking that it's funny, thinking that it's sweet. Like, come on, man, chill out with all that. Chill out with all that. Sweet Tea, what's going on? All the people that's tapping in with me, what's going on? What's going on? Patrick, what's going on? And Dominique, you already know. That's why I say it's not the most disrespected religion, man, because again, out the gate, these religions don't really respect you. It's hard for, how can you truly respect me, yo? And this is why I've had to ask people this question that subscribe to religion. I'm like, man, how in the world can you respect me when you think I'm going to burn for eternity? Simply because I don't believe in what you believe in. You can't respect me. You can't respect me if that's what you believe, man. You think I'm about to burn for eternity. You think I'm a heathen because I don't believe in what you believe in. When you saying stuff like you got to pray for me based off of something that I believe or something that I don't believe, then you do not respect me. You think I'm traveling down this wrong path. You think I'm a heathen. You think I'm negative. You think I'm toxic. You think I'm destructive because I have chosen to not subscribe to what you are subscribed to. That's not respect. That's not respect. It's not respect at all. Oh, Kuma, man, don't get me started on it. Like I said, don't get me started on it. But now, and the reason why he probably brought the question up, because now a lot of these like Christians and all that, they gonna feel like that video. See, I've already seen a bunch of people responding to that video that Lil Nas did in regards to the whole demonic aspect of it. They start talking about things like, oh, this is okay for him to make a video like this, but then if I try to talk about Jesus Christ in the schools or whatever, then that's not okay. See, they playing that card. Stop acting like your religion is the only thing that can't be talked about. Listen, you can't talk about religion. You can't talk about politics. You can't talk about any of that type of stuff in public without getting crucified. So it ain't just your religion that you can't talk about. So your religion ain't the only thing that's under attack. I can't talk about what I want to talk about in certain places. So it's not just your religion, man. So stop making it seem like it's just a soul attack on your religion and you can't speak about your religion in public. Nah, we can't speak about anything in public. You know what I mean? I can't speak from an anti-religious perspective in public. I'm going to get crucified. So it's not just your religion that's under attack. Trust me. Trust and believe. Y'all can say a lot more than we can say, because for the most part, majority of the world, they believe in some type of higher power. It's a very small minority that don't necessarily subscribe to any of that. So when we come out and we speak how we feel, we get crucified more than anybody that's religious. So stop all that. Stop all that. That's crazy. Trabian, no doubt. I'm already peeping that. And we getting called homophobes from whom? I've already seen several black sisters talking about they like Lil Nas X. They love the video. Come on, man. This is part of the problem. This is part of the problem. And they know that. They know that the real black man ain't tolerating that, man, because that's an attack on our image, man. That's an attack on our image. They know that. And they know that these sisters, for the most part, the majority, gonna co-sign it. And the ones who don't co-sign it, then y'all already know they in the same boat as us. Shout out to the sisters that's not co-signing this garbage, by the way. Appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all fighting a good fight. When you analyze Hollywood, man, just analyze most of these movies that be coming out. How do they be depicting the black man? Man, the black man be the weak character, man. The black man be trash and weak. The black man be trash and weak. And what they make the woman in the black woman be strong, be covering for the black man. They just making us weak, man. When you just analyze our image in the media, we looking all bad out here. They got us looking weak. They got us looking passive. They got us looking trash out here, man. Like we can't protect nothing. Like we can't protect anything. That's how they got us looking in the media, man, and it's garbage. is garbage, and they just keep pushing it. They just keep promoting it. Then when you stand up and talk about what it means to be a man, all of a sudden you silenced out here. You canceled. You getting deleted. You getting banned. All this type of stuff. Come on now. So we gotta stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You, my sisters out here that think all this stuff is funny. When you see your young 5-year-old son twerking, doing all that type of stuff, man, when y'all think that's funny, that's setting us back. That ain't funny. That wasn't getting laughed at back in the day. That wasn't getting laughed at back in the day. It just wasn't. I know this is unpopular. I know everybody think, oh man, that little kid should be able to do whatever he want to do. Incorrect. Like my pops told me, he not letting a child run the household. That child can do what that child wants to do once they get on their own and get their own house, get their own home and all that type of stuff. But when you under the roof of somebody else, you under their rules and regulations. That child ain't supposed to run the household. That child ain't supposed to tell you what they gonna do and what they not gonna do. It's not how that works. It's not supposed to work like that. It's not supposed to work like that. Lindell, what's peace? What's going on, everybody? Tavis, no, you already know. You already know. Redbird, exactly. Man, I was playing. Listen, we played with the G.I. Joes, the action figures, the trucks, man, Hot Wheels. We was playing with the wrestling figures and whatnot, the football, basketballs. Like, we was doing all of that type of stuff. Chess, we was doing all that. You went toward that doll, man. No, you ain't playing with that doll. That doll is for your sister. That doll is for your cousin. It's not for you. You don't play with the doll. And it ain't funny when they go run toward the doll. Nowadays, you see people putting their child on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be, showing their little son dressing up in the women's clothes, playing with the doll, dancing like a woman. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Devin, man, appreciate that donation. You say sad how they don't care, how they pushing the homosexual agenda into the culture as if it ain't bad enough already. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But the crazy thing about it is how they got us brainwashed. Like I said, they pretty much got most of our sisters wrapped up in it. They got them. They got them. That's why this agenda is destructive, because when they push this type of image out here, then now we got to fight with the black woman for the most part, the majority. We got to fight with a lot of sisters out here when we start talking about the homosexual agenda. When we start talking about that, man, every time I talk, it never fails, man. I start getting into arguments with sisters, man, because they start calling you homophobes. Because for the most part, they probably got a few homosexual friends that they hang out with, for the most part. So they start it strikes a nerve. So now you got to argue with them. Now you got to argue with them. So you have a whole nother battle. They know that. They know that that's why they doing it. They know that it's gonna cause tension or create tension between the black man and the black woman. That's exactly why they doing it. It's gonna cause that divide, that tension. That's what it's gonna do. And people sound so crazy. I'm getting tired of people talking about, well, they can't make you do anything. And start talking about agendas. Oh, it ain't no homosexual agenda. It ain't no agenda for this, that, and the third. They can't make you do anything. If a music video could just make somebody turn homosexual, they was already homosexual to begin with. Listen, you idiots, that's not what we talking about. We already didn't discuss how they don't make you do anything, but they influence you to do something. They gonna let you know that that's marketing 101. It's psychology. They know that they not, listen, the only thing that's gonna be met with force is resistance. So they never try to force you to do anything. They can, but they know that that's going to be met with resistance. So the best way to get somebody to do something is to persuade them, influence them. So that's what they doing when they continue to show you these images of the black man being effeminate. That is persuasion. That is influence. That's repetition. So over time, then it gets embedded in the psyche of the black man to be that way. So that's what they doing. So we not out here telling you that they making the society, they making the black man effeminate. No, they are persuading. They are persuading people. Hence why you see more of it today than you would have saw years ago. It's persuasion. It's persuasion. It's influence. It's repetition. That's what's happening. So we not talking about them putting a gun in somebody's head, making them be homosexual. That's never what we mean when we talk about an agenda. It's a lot deeper than that, man. We dealing with psychology. We dealing with persuasion. We dealing with influence, They'll tell you that. All you gotta do is read their books and they'll tell you how they operate. They'll tell you what they're doing. They'll tell you how they do it. So for all you people talking about somebody can't make you do anything, then y'all need to do some knowledge, because that's not what we saying. That's not what an agenda is all about. That's not how you listen. That's not how you execute an agenda. You don't try to make somebody do something. You don't do that, because that you're not gonna win. You're not gonna achieve what you're trying to achieve if you try to force it. If you try to make somebody do something. So come on, Michael, what's going on? Deja, what's going on? Darwin, everything that fits it. Everything that fits it. Everything that doesn't fit the agenda is definitely under attack. Everything. Everything. Audio, man. I'm finna try to check that out right now. I ain't see nothing about the producer, so I'm finna try to check that out right now. I'm about to see if I can get. I'm finna try to see if I can pull that up right now. Cause I ain't got no name for it, man. If y'all can get a name of the producer or whatever, man, let me know. Cause I ain't get a name. I ain't getting a name for the producer of that joint, man. So if y'all can find out who the producer of that Lil Nas video is, let me know. Just let me know. Yeah, Magic, they nappy headed God, peace, what's going on? But yeah, people are brainwashed, man. But again, it took years for us to get in this type of state, to get us in this type of mind state. It took years for them to do it. But now it's good. They got us. Tight on, peace, what's going on? Darvin, man, the only reason I watched it because I was gonna make this video. Other than that, wouldn't have even watched it because I already know the trash, man. I already know the garbage. I just had to watch it because I'm like, man, I don't want to talk about it and I haven't seen it. So I just watched the video and I'm like, man, this is what we promote out here. And that's what we promote. But if I came out and I started talking about something that's legit, dealing with the system, burning the flag, all that type of stuff, man, all the stuff that we go through, then people gonna be inboxing me saying, hey, you need to watch what you're talking about. That's not marketable. You shouldn't be rapping about that. They not gonna like that, all that type of stuff, man. Get out of here. Man, what? Yeah, Redbird. And then what was that one movie? Man, I forgot the name of this movie. That it came out probably a year or two ago, maybe, with the dude from the black hold on. I'm about to find the name of that joint, man. I'm about to find the name of this movie. But this movie right here, the movie I'm thinking about, this movie made me mad, man. This movie made me mad. Once I find the name of this movie, man, the way they depicted the black man in this movie, y'all know the movie I'm talking about, man. Everybody has saw this movie. Y'all saw this movie. Once I think of this name, once I think of the name of this movie, I'm finna look it up, man. But this movie had the black man looking all type of bad, man. They tend to do this all the time. They tend to depict us in the worst light possible. I don't even know why I couldn't think of the name of the movie. I'm tripping, man. That was a popular movie. But Us, y'all remember that when old boy from the Black Panther was in that movie? Look how they had that dude, the big old dude. Look how they had that dude in that movie. That dude was so lame and weak in that movie. Like, come on, man, really? Y'all remember the movie Us, man? Had old dude just lame, soft, and whack, man. It's like he might as well had not been in the movie, man. He was pointless, man. He was just that big and just barely protective, man. Just trash. That's how we get depicted, man. That's how we get depicted out here. Yeah, Kuma, no doubt. No doubt. And see, and look what they tried to do though. They tried to satisfy us a little bit. They tried to satisfy the crowd like us a little bit. They tried to give Nas a Grammy. And I'm looking at people, and what was funny, people was like, man, they finally gave Nas a Grammy. I said, man, what y'all care about a Grammy for? I don't care nothing about Nas getting a Grammy because I don't care about the Grammys. The Grammys don't mean nothing to me. I don't care nothing that they finally decide to recognize Nas, man. I don't care anything about that. Nas put out one of the best albums known to man way back in the day with Illmatic. I don't care anything about this dude getting a Grammy. Now he should have got one then. If the Grammy was really a decent award show, we already know that award show is trash, man. We still out here believing in award shows. Come on, man. Happy Nas got a Grammy. Care nothing about Nas get a Grammy, man. Nas been, come on, man. That's trash, man. We happy that Nas got a Grammy, man. Forget that, man. Forget the Grammys. Forget all these award shows. Don't care nothing about that. Grammy ain't doing nothing for us, man. That ain't do nothing for Nas, man. Nas has been appreciated by most black folks since he been dropping the information that he been dropping on a lot of his tracks. That's enough. Nobody care nothing about them giving us a Grammy, giving us awards, man. We got to stop doing that. Then people out here straight mad. Oh, they shouldn't have gave Nas the Grammy. They should have gave it to Woo Wah Wham. Here we go arguing about that. Man, who controls the Grammy? Who is in charge of the Grammys, man? Why are we arguing about that? That's stupid. I don't care who should have won the Grammy because I don't care about a Grammy. These award shows been trash since the beginning of time. Since they started the award shows, they've been trash. You only had a few award shows back in the day that was decent. Source Awards and all that type of stuff, man. But for the most part, like stuff like that been garbage. So I don't care who win. I don't care who win a Grammy, man. That ain't doing nothing for me. DJ Elmo, peace, what's going on? Yeah, Dominique, no doubt, man. It's time for us to push that manhood, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. We pushing that manhood. I ain't promoting none of that nonsense. That's just, we ain't promoting that, man. We ain't promoting that. We not pushing that. We ain't accepting that. Just ain't doing it. That ought to be canceled just like anything else will be canceled. Just flat out. Just flat out, man. That ought to be canceled like any other thing would be canceled. That ought to be canceled just the same. Forget what everybody is talking about. Forget it. KD Harris, man, all the stuff that was a taboo back in the day, now the norm. Now the norm. Just like I told people, don't be surprised. They already working on it, but don't be surprised when pedophilia. Don't be surprised when that's normal and that's accepted. Don't be surprised. Then bestiality, that's the cycle. So don't be surprised when all of this becomes normal and accepted. Don't be surprised because it's already getting there. It's already getting there. Like I said, it's gonna be a taboo when you straight out here, heterosexual, whatever they call it. You gonna be the odd one out. You gonna be the odd one out. That's the way that's where the future is headed. You gonna be the odd one out. You gonna be the oddball when you heterosexual, when you ain't never had a homosexual experience, or you ain't never preyed on somebody 20 years younger than you, or you ain't never fell in love with an animal. You gonna be the odd one. You gonna be the black sheep of the game when you ain't never had any type of experience like that. That's where the world is headed. That's where the future is headed. Darvin, me and you both. Justin, I already know. Hey, KD, I've been watching Lil Mama speak on the industry. Yeah, I watched that joint, man. Lil Mama was dropping some jewels, and see, I appreciate her for that. Lil Mama was dropping jewels on the industry. She letting them have it. She didn't got fed up with it, man. But y'all know what be happening when that type of stuff happen, man. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if they come after Lil Mama for that. They make you suffer, man, when you kind of break the oath. You know, when you break the oath and you start spilling the beans, man, you already know. Look what happened to DMX. Now, DMX was already dealing with the drugs, all that, but it didn't really get highlighted. They didn't make a big deal out of it until he started saying, you know what? I'm about to start talking a little bit about this industry. I'm about to start speaking up a little bit more. Then that's when they wanted to say, all right, we're going to really highlight his drug problem. We really going to make it worse. We're going to blow it out. The dude was already on drugs. Dude had been on drugs. He was out here robbing people with his pit bull. So that, you know, so he already been that. He already been on that. But when he started to speak a certain type of way, then that's when they really made it a problem. So we already know how they do it. When you out here benefiting them, then they keeping everything under the table, under wraps. The moment you start speaking out against them or you strive to free yourself from them, then the same problem that you already had, then they bring it to the surface. They bring it to the surface. Now they assassinate your character. So you was already having these drug problems when you was making them money. But since you were making them money, it was cool. They just gonna hide the problem. They gonna cover it up. They're going to cover up the addiction. They're going to cover up the drug problem. But the moment you say, all right, man, I want to free myself from this label. I want to speak like this. I want to talk like that. Then they're going to bring it to the surface. Ah, he just nothing but a crackhead. He was a crackhead when he was making y'all millions of dollars. So he was a crackhead then. So y'all wouldn't focus on the fact that he was a crackhead when he was making y'all record label millions of dollars. Now that he's saying, I'm tired of being held down by this record label and I want to speak a certain type of way. Now all of a sudden he a crackhead now. He was the crackhead then. He was a dope fiend then. When he was making you the money, he was all of that. He was all of that then, and you do it. You were supplying him with the drugs, matter of fact. So come on now. Come on. Original one. That's all we was doing. That's all we was doing. Games, and we was doing what little boys do. Because we was taught to do what they do. Oh, magic rims, no doubt. And what's crazy, like I said, man, it's a few people that then spoke up. It's a few people that then lost their jobs in Hollywood, allegedly, you know, because they didn't want to play a certain type of role. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Doors get closed on you. When you a black man, you say, man, I ain't putting on that dress. I'm not doing anything that's homosexual. I'm not doing it. You're going to lose out on a lot of opportunities because you're not willing to sell yourself out. Come on. Come on. What we talking about? What we talking about? Thunder Scorpion. What's going on? You and Terenzo OGs. What's going on? Trey, I saw the Satan shoes, and he's supposed to have 666. Oh man, he's supposed to have 666 of them joints. That's what I saw. I saw something like that. I ain't really dive into that though, but that's what I saw. I said, man, he really playing. He playing with y'all out here, and this is what we mean by the truth hidden in plain sight. They putting it in plain sight. This is what they doing. It's exactly what they doing. They putting the truth. They putting the agenda in plain sight. They throwing it right in our faces. They putting it right in plain sight for you. Right in plain sight, and they playing with you. They finna sell you some Satan shoes, and I guarantee you they sell out. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Darvin, and that's exactly like I said, me having that marketing experience and background. Exactly. It's influence, man. It's influence. So ain't nobody ever making you do anything, but they can influence you. Most of the things that we do in life, we do them because we were influenced to do them. We were persuaded to do them. So a lot of times we think we acting on our own free will. Now we doing things because we were influenced. We were persuaded. You bought a certain brand. Why you buy that brand? You was influenced to buy that brand. You was persuaded to buy that brand because of the brand's marketing, because of the whatever the case may be. Something influenced you to do that. Something persuaded you to gravitate towards this brand over other brands. So come on now. Ain't nobody making you buy this brand. You were influenced to buy the brand. Dominique, there we go then. Yeah, hey, Akuma, man, for real, we definitely need to start pulling up on them. We need to have a manhood police, man. We ain't finna let them play with us. Kurt, and see, that's the thing. I feel like at this point, Nas is on some I'm trying to be politically correct type deal. Nas ain't about to come out here and say certain things, man, because Nas he ain't gonna do that, man. He just not gonna do that at this point. A lot of these people that's of a certain status, man, they be trying to be politically correct, or they just try to remain silent on it. They don't want that type of attention. They don't want to generate that type of attention towards them if they say the wrong thing. So even if he came out and said something about Lil Nas X, I guarantee you he would say nothing but positive things about him. Guarantee. Because he wouldn't want to generate that type of energy, man. I already know how it go. Because if he say the wrong thing about dude, you already know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. Yeah, Justin, trash. I hated that movie, man. Trash. Travian, that's another good one. That's another good one. Akuma, that's what I feel. That's what I guess he aiming for. I don't even get it. That's what I guess he aiming for though. Here we go. Literally. Thunder Scorpion, hit that train and man it in. Tay, and possibly so. I hope that's how he looking at it. I hope that's how he looking at it, because the Grammy, I wouldn't care. I'll burn a Grammy. See, that's how you listen. You give me that, I'm burning that joint. Nobody care anything about these Grammys. Jay Electronica had a line about the Grammys, man. I forgot how that line go, man, but it was a crucial line. I don't care anything about these Grammys, man. I don't care nothing about these white folks giving us awards, man. Nobody care about them recognizing us. Come on, man. You know how many people deserve to be recognized musically speaking that don't get any type of credit whatsoever? Come on. Yeah, Dominique is all rigged. All rigged. Yeah, Nappy, hey, Ace, peace, what's going on? Yeah, Nappy had a guy. The seeds been planted. Seeds been planted, man. They starting to grow now. They starting to grow. Here we go, and he was feeling it too. I'm like, man, what is going on here? You know, like what was going on, man? And then I'm just seeing articles loving it. Oh, he's showing you his pole dancing skills. What? Dominique is crazy though. If I came out and I told, listen, y'all already know how I go. If I came out and start talking about health and whatnot, then I'm finna get all type of criticism, all type of flack. Simple health advice will get you killed out here. But you can go grind on a Satan or whatever you want to call it. You can do that. Like you can do that. That's cool. That's fine. That's what's up. You could do that. But then if you come out and say you cured AIDS, you didn't cure some people of AIDS. Oh no, we gonna kill him, and we gonna say he died of pneumonia. Come on, man. Dr. Sebi died of Come on, man. We already know what happened, man. Quit playing with us. Rude boy Don Dada. I don't know who actually is on crack, but Lil Nas X got to be on something stronger than crack. Michael, and there we go. And D Monty. And the thing about it is, even when they tell you, for the most part, the only people that's actually saying something, the only people that's really this are those of us that pretty much already know. Because that's what's crazy about. That's why they don't have a problem putting the truth in plain sight. Because we already know about the agenda. So when this happens, we come out, we voice our opinion on the matter, we voice the truth on the matter, and then we out here arguing with people who look just like us. People who look just like us, man, that are brainwashed. Getting called homophobic and all this type of nonsense, man. You homophobic. I'm homophobic. Dude out here grinding on a Satan, and I'm homophobic. Like that, we overlooking the whole bigger picture here. You finna call me homophobic when this dude made a whole video and he grinding on a Satan, and you supposed to be religious. I ain't even religious. You religious. So he grinding on a Satan and you defending him because you think I'm homophobic. How does that sound? I'm homophobic. Dude is grinding on the devil in your religion, and you coming at me. That's what's happening out here. That's what I'm straight seeing. So y'all able to let me know that people ain't true to the cause out here in regards to their religion. So y'all able to let this cash slide. Y'all think that's cool, that's entertainment, that's all good. But then the moment I be like, man, that's whack, that's soft, that's effeminate, that's part of the agenda. You want to tackle me. You want to come at me. You want to call me all type of nonsense. No, you supposed to be coming at that person that is grinding on your devil. The devil in your religion. That they told you stay away from, that they told you is the boogeyman, that you need to have a problem with that. You need to be canceling that. You don't need to be telling me I'm homophobic. Louis V. Baby, we don't play with that. That I said the people, it's certain people that deserve to die, you know, and that's one of them. If you out here touching little kids, man, if you touching babies out here, you deserve to die. No ifs and buts about it. That's the penalty should be death for anybody that does that. That's why I have no sympathy for them when they do die. So when you out here touching babies, touching kids and all that, you deserve death, man. You deserve it. That's the only penalty for that for me. I don't care what anybody says. It ain't no reforming you. It ain't no refining you. It ain't no giving you a second chance. You touched that baby, you knew what you was doing. You knew what you was doing. So you deserve death. That's your penalty. And that's just how I see it. There ain't no negotiation, no negotiating that. You touching babies out here, penalty death. Like for real, straight up. We ain't going to trial. You touch that death. Once we prove it, once we show and prove it, once we have our evidence, death. Yeah, Dominique, like I said, they gonna sell out. They gonna sell out of the shoes. We already know that. But like I said, we got plenty of ancestors that had to die poor, die broke, that dedicated their life to the cause, wrote all type of informative books that give us the answer to our problems here in the wilderness of North America. But yet we won't spend 20 on a book. But they gonna sell out of those shoes. They gonna sell out of those shoes. I don't care who make the shoe. Kanye West can make a shoe for $1,000 and he can have 500 in stock. People gonna buy them shoes. Crazy. Now it's gonna be black people out here buying Yeezys, clearing out their savings account to buy it. But your ancestor wrote a book giving you all the answers that you need in life for only $20, $15 maybe. Man, that's too much. That's too much for a book. But you will pay $400-500 for a shoe that loses value as soon as you take it out the box. That book gonna give you infinite value. But you willing to pay hundreds of dollars for something that as soon as you take it out the box, it has lost value. Shine, man, you already know, man. I have to tap into this though, man, because the way that they doing the black man, as far as the agenda goes, it grinds my gears, man. I get tired of seeing it and the reason why I say that, because every time a strong black man comes out and starts talking like a strong black man, we get crucified. That's why I can't stand it. We get crucified. We get crucified. Like that's why I really can't stand that. Brittany V, man, listen, I'm glad y'all I'm glad to appreciate y'all. But yeah, yep, get called homophobic. I already know it. They didn't call it art, innovative, creative, and the people who call it, like I said, the people who calling it that are religious. I guarantee you they believe in some form of that religion. So I'm like, how is that creative? How is that creative? Y'all remember 10 years ago when everybody was talking about the Illuminati and things of that nature, everything was satanic. They was going hard to decipher a Jay-Z and Beyonce video. Then now rewind, boom, not fast forward. 10 years later, now this dude putting out this video where they throwing it right in your face, and we like, oh, that's creative, that's art. But 10, 12 years ago, when it was trendy to decipher and break down videos, we was breaking these videos down, calling everything satanic. Everything was satanic. Everything, man. You post a video you post a picture on Facebook, it was satanic. They was looking at your hand gestures. Now all of a sudden, that video is art. That video is creative. That video is cool. You homophobic. Why would you talk like that about this video? It's homophobic. It's art. Come on, man. They was out here breaking down one of my favorite. They was out here breaking Bone Thugs and Harmony videos down, playing them backwards, talking about it's a satanic message in it. That's what they was doing 10, 12 years ago. Now we got videos out like this and y'all like it's art. Get out of here. Come on. Darvin, man, I don't even be paying attention to these video directors no more because I don't even be I don't even be caring to know. Like I said, I wouldn't have watched the video if I just wasn't doing it, but I had to touch on this subject because I get tired of seeing it. Because like I said, man, every time I look up and I see what I would consider a strong male figure, we getting criticized, man. They're getting criticized. We get called toxic. Y'all already know the toxic masculinity, things of that nature. Man, I didn't got called that. I didn't got labeled that. That's crazy. I'm like, man, what did I say? You know? But then this stuff is acceptable, man. Like, come on, man. D Monty, you I think you might have missed that part while I was talking about that. We ain't supporting them, but the fight that I'm having is with a lot of sisters. So that's why I'm proud to sister. Like, we got some sisters in here that ain't fooling with the nonsense. I really appreciate y'all because for the most part, that's who the battle is with. I didn't see a lot of sisters on Facebook. Oh man, that video was this, that, and third. Oh, it was creative. I like Lil Nas X. It's not cute, man. It's not cute. It's not cool. Stop doing that. Sean, that would be, if Nas were to ever do that, I'm just gonna have to, I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. Dudes is already out here that I really fool with doing songs with Young Thug, man. I don't care for that dude neither. Torrent, man. Yeah, Torenzo. Hey, Akuma, man, listen. Like I said, man, you can find a lot of Jews in all these religious books. They definitely had a point. That's why, listen, Sodom and Gomorrah, that let you know what's up, man. You start doing that, man, the whole city getting wiped out. That's why when people start talking about the Bible, I break it down. So I say, man, if you look at that Old Testament, man, God didn't love everybody. Let's get that straight. Again, I ain't religious, but I have got, listen, I'm schooled on the Bible, man. I'm well versed on the Bible because I had to take Bible class, all that type of stuff. I had to study this Bible. Listen, when you study the Old Testament, God definitely did not love everybody, and that's a fact. God had a lot, man. Listen, God had a lot of, man. Listen, he was destructive. He was a jealous God. They tell you, man, they break down the attributes of God, and it ain't all positive. So again, man, I don't know what book these people be reading, but the Old Testament, man, God was going hard. God was going hard in the Old Testament. He wasn't playing with nobody. He wasn't playing with them. Yeah, Dominique, fact, man. We can grind on Satan out here, but I'm the problem. Dudes out here grinding on Satan, but I'm the problem. That's crazy. D Monty, that ding, ding, ding. Correct. Correct. I ain't even going to correct because that's what I was talking about. Correct though. Shine, and that's the way to be. That's the way to do it. But it's almost, I'm not gonna say it's hard to focus on your, like, the thing of it is it starts affecting us like indirectly, like this agenda. It starts affecting us in ways that we ain't even hip to. Like, it started affecting us in a multitude of different ways, man. This agenda, just how people perceive us, just how we, like, people interact with us and things like that. Like, man, why did such and such approach me like that? It's because of this agenda. So it started hitting us indirectly a lot of times, man. It'd be crazy out here. But I'm definitely focused on what I gotta focus on. But at the same time, I'm protecting the image of the black man too. That's part of my agenda. So nah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man, because I done said some simple things in life and I done got crucified on a lot of different platforms. So nah, we crucifying that garbage. Oh, Shane, peace, what's going on? Magic Rims, man. They always defending the agenda. Cause like I said, they got us burned, they got us conditioned. So we always gonna have people out here defending. Not on they don't necessarily defend the agenda. What they do is they discredit the agenda. They act like the agenda doesn't exist. That's what they do. So they don't defend it. They just shoot it down. They say there is no agenda. Yes, everybody has an agenda. So why would you think, listen, when the dude made the video, he had an agenda. There's an agenda. I'm going to make this video like this because I want to have this impact or this effect. So when people act like, do you think the dude just made the video just to make a video? No, he had an agenda behind making the video. Just like if you doing anything else in your life, you're going to have an agenda. Literally. Everybody has an agenda. So there definitely is an agenda. He had an agenda for putting out that video. He knew what he was doing. He wasn't like, man, I'm going to just put out this video and this ain't going to ruffle no feathers. This should be a normal video. Ain't nobody going to respond to this way. So he knew what he was doing because he had an agenda. I'm going to grind on Satan. This going to hit him like this. Like, dude, knew what he was doing. It's an agenda. So it's like people be killing me acting like an agenda don't exist. Like, yes, it does. Yeah, Darvin, man, like I said, if you a man's man out here, man, I'm for real, man. I think we think we be stretching it. People be thinking that we exaggerate, we over exaggerate when we say that, but literally, when you a man's man, I'm telling you, you really do not fit in. You don't. And I'm talking about, it goes as simple as you could be talking about something like parenting. You could be like, man, I never let my son do this, that, and the third. And everybody looking at you like you just said the worst thing possible. Man, I'll never let my son dance like that. I never let my son twerk. I ain't let everybody looking at you like you a bad person for saying that. It's a little small stuff like that. Like back in the day, that was the law. But now when you in a group of people and y'all talking about what y'all won't let your kids do, or y'all talking about things that y'all not happy with that your child is doing, everybody looking at you, man, you better just let that child live. You better just let that child do what they want to do. No. How are you already? That's part of the problem. That's why these youngins think they can do whatever they want to do with no consequences, because that's how y'all encouraging the men to raise the children out here. Y'all telling man he can't raise a young boy to be a man. We just gotta let them do whatever they want to do. No rules and regulations. We gotta let them do whatever they want to do. And we wondering why things getting out of control, man, because you cannot allow these children to run a household. Rules and we all have rules and regulations, man. When you watch these youngins, man, these youngins are so sensitive because we have been taught to allow them to let them have their way. That's not how that's supposed to go. Not how that's supposed to go. I've been had it, and it's sad. And it's sad that that's what we got to do. It's sad. Justin, man, that's what it is, man. We going through evolution at this point, survival of the fittest. That's what we dealing with, literally. Literally, all for wisdom. Appreciate that donation. You say the agenda is real out here. I couldn't even bring myself to click on that dude video. The images made me sick to my stomach. Industry is straight wicked. Indeed. Y'all know I ain't want to watch it. Y'all know I did not want to watch, but I'm like, man, if I'm gonna talk about it, I gotta watch this video. Watch the video. And there we go. Already knew what I was about to pretty much watching. There it go. There it go. I watched and I was like, yep, here we go. Louis V. Baby. You ain't got to tell me coming from an Israelite. That's where I got it from. That's when I really started to break it down when I was chopping it up with some Israelite brothers. I was like, whoa. That's when I really got the Jews. I mean, I had read it, but I didn't think nothing of it. But when I started talking to them brothers, they made me go back and was like, you sure right. You right and exact. Sean, man, it's freezing. Here we go. See? There you go. Freezing on your end. Man, Kuma, listen, man, that misogynistic is one of those words that's getting thrown around like pseudo and a bunch of other words like simp, pseudo. Misogynistic is starting to become one of those words. You breathe too hard as a man, you get called misogynistic. Brittany, no doubt. And that it is what it is. And that's the way that it used to be. Nowadays, these children, like I said, they be 8 or 9 with cell phones. Man, I ain't getting no cell phone in my freshman year of high school. And that's back when the cell phone didn't do much. It ain't had the internet and all that. Yeah, O'Shane, you already know. D Monty, we already know that the marathon, as Nip said, the marathon continues. So that's all they doing. That's all they doing, man. They sitting back laughing. They sitting back loving it. Yeah, Dominique, you already know I'm hip on that. You already know. Yeah, Kuma, I took the L for everybody, man. For all y'all that didn't watch the video, I made the sacrifice. I sacrificed myself, man, to watch that video. So I took the L for y'all that didn't want to watch it, couldn't watch it. I took the L for y'all. Y'all know I hate stuff like that. I hate watching it, but I took the L. Took the L and I watched it. Yeah, Kuma, and that's why I talk about technology the way that I talk about it, man. That's one of those, as they call, a blessing and a curse. But man, when it comes to the youth, man, like I said, I feel like our lives were better, a lot better back in the day when we wasn't tied down to that technology. I feel like life was a lot better when the only real technology we had that we was dealing with was a video game or something along those lines, man. That was it. Other than that, you had outside, man, or you had to get creative. But man, you ain't have access to everything in the world via a phone or iPad or whatever the device of choice is at 8, at 9, and all that type of stuff, man. We wasn't rocking with that. We wasn't rocking like that, man. So at this point, technology has become destructive. It has become a tool, and they know that, man. They know this. They know this. They know this. So we got to heavily monitor the things that the youth watch out here. So if you got a child, you got to be on that child. You got to be really paying attention to what they looking at on that phone. Matter of fact, you should not even give them the phone. But the way the world is set up nowadays, it's like they got to have it. But life was a lot better back then, man. Life was a lot better. I'm able to say that because, like I said, my generation is we witnessed a rapid transition. We literally witnessed it. We literally grew up and we literally watched everything go from we watched, man, we saw everything. We saw a lot of things transition. I don't even know where to start. Man. We saw everything pretty much transition rapidly. My generation, man, we grew up and saw all of that within the quickness. Like I'm talking about from the tape to the cassette, the CD player, the MP3 player to the iPod. This happened quickly. I remember having the cassette tape, then all of a sudden, like the next year CD player, then all of a sudden I got MP3 player, then all of a sudden I got iPod. This happened like within like 4 years. All of a sudden I'm VHS, I'm recording everything, then all of a sudden DVDs, then all of a sudden you don't even got no DVD player. Like this happened, this happened quickly. Like this ain't something that happened over time. Like we grew up in that era where everything was just changing rapidly. Everything was evolving rapidly. Next thing you know, you look up and what you just had to buy a year ago is no longer in style. Oh, you got this flip phone. Now all of a sudden we got these touch screens and all that happening fast. It happened fast. Like I think we grew up in a generation where technology and all that advanced the quickest. I mean, I feel like I was constantly having to just upgrade stuff. Like every year I'm having to upgrade. Man, this ain't in style no more. And that's how they get you. They make, like, if you have something from the old school, like what they'll do is, man, what is it? Man, I gotta think of the exact word. I don't want to mess up the word or the phrase, the concept. Let me see. What's the word? Planned obsolescence. Planned obsolescence. So they had designed a product, and they had designed that product in a way to where where they know it's going to fail or break or whatever the case may be in X amount of years. And once it breaks, once it fails, then they no longer they no longer do put any work or repair it. So they no longer offer the services to repair whatever it was that they failed. I mean, that they planned to fail 3-4 years down the line. So they planned it to do that. They planned for this product to fail 4 years down the line. So then when that product fails, then they're not going to fix the product and they're going to force you to upgrade to the next model. So they plan stuff like that. Y'all know it. We didn't play game systems. You would get the Xbox got the ring of death. They planned it to do that after about 2 years. Then they come out with another Xbox. So now you got to buy the new Xbox. That's how they do this. That's how they do it with technology. You get you something, they plan for it to fail over X amount of years. Then by that time, they done created the next version of that, and now they get more money out of it. They don't create these things to last for long periods of time. They just don't. So that's why when people be like, man, I only had this for, man, they don't design these products to last that long, man. They do that on purpose. They do that on purpose. People don't understand that when it comes to technology. Your iPhone is starting to mess up after a year of you having it on purpose, because now they didn't went from the iPhone 12 to the iPhone 13. They want you to upgrade. So they planned your phone to start messing up. It's programmed. Now your phone is glitching all of a sudden, and you ain't do nothing to it. You ain't do anything to it. Now your phone is glitching. It's design. It's what they did that on purpose. Now you must upgrade. So we gotta understand that planned obsolescence is real in the field. It's real in the field. I learned that way back in the day because I was an avid guy. I played games all the time, and I was like, man, why do I feel like we got to keep buying game systems every 2 years, man? And that's when I came across that whole concept as a youngin'. I was like, that's crazy. They design them like this. Oh, okay. So I thought I was just doing something wrong. Nope. That's how they are designed. That's how they are designed, man. So they got it's layers, man, levels to these agendas out here. It's agendas everywhere, man. There are agendas everywhere, man. Just pick your industry. Pick your industry, and they're gonna have an agenda. They're gonna have an agenda in that industry, in that field. All you got to do is pick the industry. That's all you got to do. Dominique, no doubt, 1,000%. You done had your phone. If your phone didn't lasted you over about 2-3 years, man, that's a beautiful thing out here, man. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, DJ Elmo, man, that's a retro. That's a classic, man. You gotta keep that. Gotta keep it. But see, back in the day, it's like you wasn't thinking nothing of it. You thinking that this stuff gonna be around forever. Then all of a sudden, no longer in style. So then if it break, there's nobody able to fix it. Yeah, Magic. Yeah, the batteries be dying, man. They just don't be lasting. It's just trash. Airview, peace. What's going on? Brittany, that's crazy. That's crazy. And they gonna be in history books. They're gonna be in history books, so they're gonna be teaching about the alphabet community and the alphabet world years down the line. They're gonna be talking highly of them. They're gonna be talking negatively about us, though. They're gonna be like, see, when the alphabet community was out here fighting for their rights, you had people such as us that did not agree with them. They did not like them. They didn't want them to have any rights. That's what we gonna be on. That's what we gonna be on. I remember I was at or training for a job when I was working at the bank. And this white chick, man, she was talking about when they was people got offended by the word manhole. I don't know if y'all saw that. Let me see if I can find an article. Let me see if I can find an article. Yeah, all right. When they said California city votes to ban gendered words as manhole and it becomes maintenance hole. So manhole is an offensive term, so they changed it to maintenance hole. And this white chick at the job, she was like, man, that's just stupid. Like that, it ain't even that serious. Like she was going in, she was like, it's not even that serious. Woo, woo, woo. She was going in. Whole while she's saying that, everybody looking at her like she shouldn't be saying it. I'm like, man, she writing exact. That's stupid. How long have we been saying manhole? Who is offended by we know what a manhole is. What's offensive about that? I'm not about to call it a maintenance hole. It's a manhole. And we know exactly what is meant by that. But y'all can look that article up. California city votes to ban gendered words as manhole becomes maintenance hole. This is the world we live in. Manhole is offensive. Manhole. Just look at it though. Just look at it. Berkeley's municipal code will no longer feature words like manhole and manpower, and instead say maintenance hole and human effort. Listen to what we saying, yo. Y'all don't understand what they doing to man. The word man. You can't say manpower over here. Manpower. You got to say human effort. You got to quit playing with me like that. Y'all got to quit playing with me like that. Berkeley's municipal code will no longer feature words like manhole and manpower, and instead say maintenance hole and human effort or workforce. The measure passed unanimously Tuesday, and this was like 2 years ago, and replaces more than 24 terms. Listen, gender-specific references to job titles like policeman and craftsman will also be changed in the code to police officer and craftspeople or artisans. So you can't say policeman and craftsman. Look what they doing. Look, what word is the common denominator here? Man, men. That is the common denominator. The word man, men. Look at what they are doing. This is the agenda right here. The common denominator here. Man, manhole, manpower, policeman, craftsmen. These are the words that are getting banned. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. And look at this though. Peep this though. According to Berkeley side, the measure will cost the city up to $600 to change its code. So they about to pay $600 to change the code, to go from manpower to human effort. They spending $600 to do that. That's what we spend. We spending $600 to go from manpower to human effort. That's what it is. That's what we doing with $600. That's what they doing. Oh, Shane, this is very funny. That's crazy. If I ever go here to this particular part of town, I'm making sure I use those words. Manpower, manhole, policeman, craftsman. I'm using all those words. Forget that, man. That's crazy. DJ Elmo, they want to call it chest milk. Yep, here we go. It ain't breast milk no more. It's chest milk. Come on, man. This is getting sick. Brittany, I have not seen that, and that's that's nope. That's why I'm gonna just continue to meditate. I ain't gotta worry about that. Nappy-headed guy, 30 years from now, gonna be ridiculously crazy. I'm afraid, actually. I'm afraid. I'm gonna be an OG in the game. So at that point, you ain't gonna really care about nothing. You ain't gonna have no filter. But man, it's gonna be terrible 30 years from now. Airview, Fisherman, probably gonna be Fisher people or something. Fisher people. Fish people, I don't know. Fish people, Fisher people, I don't know. But it ain't gonna be Fisherman. Anything that end with the man gotta change. So Fisherman gonna be Fisher people. Fisher officer, I don't know. Chest milk, yep, chest milk. So sorry, my sisters on here. It's no longer called breast milk. It's gonna be chest milk. Because apparently we out here with milk too. So it ain't just breast milk. So it's chest milk now. That sounds so stupid. I mean, if this if this don't sound stupid, if this don't like, that's just stupid. So chest milk, that's what's up. All right, it's chest milk. That's what's up. We out here, we gotta say chest milk. Chest milk, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I had one encounter with somebody that go by these pronouns or whatever, and I just couldn't have that wasn't a comfortable conversation. I just didn't even. That was an uncomfortable conversation, man. I didn't know what to call the person, man. I am not calling you these pronouns. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, man. Not doing it. I have literally listen. I have talked to women. I mean, old school growing up, and you would just say like, man, woo woo woo. Ain't nobody getting offended by that. So I'm not about to be going out of my way to call you a pronoun. I'm just not, whatever you, I'm not doing that. Not doing it. So just don't have a conversation with me. Because I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to just let you know. I'm going to say, man, I'm going to say, dude. Yep. I'm just going to do all of that. Oh, yeah. Magic Realms Fire person. Yep. Deja, fish catchers. That's it. Like, that's what we going to be on. Brittany, you say you heard that in New York, I believe, and maybe I'm wrong, but if you purposely misgender someone, you can get fined. I'm getting fined. Pay the fine. I'm just not going to go to New York, pay the fine, but that's going to be the way of the world, though. That's going to, matter of fact, that's going to be the new sexual harassment out here. That's going to be the new harassment out here. This person, he misgendered me. He called me, he said him. He misgendered me. Like, what? We're gonna be getting locked up out here for that. DeMonte, yep. Pronouns matter more than feeding the babies out here. Exactly. And pronouns matter out here. Like they don't play around with it. Because the interaction I had, it was a mother and she's a daughter. I don't care what she referred to herself as. I don't care. It was a mother and a daughter. And the mother was not used to it yet because apparently she had just came out and realized that she deep down, she felt like she's supposed to be a man. Woo-wop. I guess she just realized it. And the mother was trying to adapt and adjust to it. So the mother just kept using it, just kept talking like this was the daughter. And she corrected her every time. Man, we would have been throwing hands. Listen, I'm finna call you what I named you. I'm finna call you what you are. Forget that. That we ain't going out like that. I'm just not doing it. That was uncomfortable and that was a weird interaction. She was just straight correcting her moms every time. Like, man, I can't. I'm like I said, man. It's time to load up, go to Mars or something. Can't deal with it. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. Can't deal with it. It's time for us to load up, go to Mars. We got to go to another planet, man. This planet is just it's corrupted, man. This planet is corrupted. They got it. They got this planet, man. They got Earth. They got it. They got it. I'm about to see. I'm about to try to confirm that, Brittany. Let me see. Yep. It's called the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act. Crazy. You go crazy. When you break down what I just said, the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act. Guess what that breaks down to acronym-wise? Gender. Ain't that something? The Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act, gender. That's what it's called. Is a 2019 New York law which added gender identity and gender expression to the state's human rights and hate crime laws as protected classes. That's crazy. Gender. Man. Let me see what else it say. All right, so is a 2019 New York law which added gender identity and gender expression to the state's human rights and hate crime laws as protected classes, banned discrimination in employment, housing, and public accommodations based on gender identity and gender expression, and provided enhanced penalties for bias-motivated crimes. But the cops can kill us all day long, and they could walk away scot-free. But provided enhanced penalties for bias-motivated crimes. Gender was first introduced in 2003. The bill passed the New York State Assembly every year from 2008 to 2019, but did not receive a floor vote in the New York State Senate until January 2019. It was passed by each house of the New York State Legislature on January 15, 2019, and New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed it into law January 25th, 2019. It's crazy. It's crazy. So it's real out here. I don't know what the fine is now. I don't know if it's still $600. Might be more. It might be more out here. I'm trying to see if I can find what the penalty is. I can find the actual amount. And then here we go. It's crazy. It's crazy. Examples of violations. Intentional or repeated refusal to use a person's name, pronouns, or title. For example, repeatedly calling a transgender woman him or Mr. after she has made clear that she uses she, her, and Mrs. It's over now. Where D-Monty at? Yeah, if you don't call me God, then it's it. You getting fined. You better call me that. You better call me the Most High, or I'm reporting you to authorities, because that's how I view myself. So that's what there you go. There we go. We finna use this to our benefit. Finna use this to our benefit. Call me the Messiah. I'm the Messiah. Call me that. You don't call me that, I'm reporting you to authorities and you should get fined. Refusal to use a person's name, pronouns, or title because they do not conform to gender stereotypes. For example, insisting on calling a non-binary person Mr. after they have requested to be called. This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm just not gonna go. This is stupid. I ain't having no conversation. But that's cool with me though, because I don't like talking to nobody anyway. So I just go to New York. I'm just not gonna have conversations with people. But that's easy for me though, because I'm already not gonna do that. But this is stupid, man. I don't even want to read the rest of this. This is stupid. This is dumb. This is dumb, man. This is dumb. Like it's not that. It's just dumb, man. It's dumb. It is dumb. If I gotta pay a penalty for that, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm speechless after that. Nappy-headed guy, man. Like I said, man, it's time to go to Mars, man. Time to load up. Yeah, D-Monty, they citizens. They got more rights than we do. Because that white person can sure call me out of my name and won't nothing happen to them. Nothing will happen to them. That white person can call me out of my name no matter how many times I tell them, hey, it's not my name. I'm not a Negro. I'm not that. It's not 1940. I'm not that. They can do that, though. Guarantee you they ain't going to have to pay no fine. Guarantee that. So this sick out here, man. It's sick. It's sick, man. Like it's sick. It's sick out here, man. It's rough for people such as ourselves, man. When you in this world, man, and you come into this consciousness, man, into this knowledge of self, sometimes it be kind of hard to function. Because again, part of your duty, man, you out here trying to like educate people on this wickedness that's out here, man. But it's a lot of wickedness out here. Yeah, Darwin Nunn. I already know. You can call me whatever you want to call me. And ain't nothing gonna happen. I can't run to somebody and say, man, they called me this, that, and the third. They're gonna be looking at me like, so what? They're gonna be looking at me like, so what? I don't care what he called. So we not protected at all, man. Like I said, we was already 3/5 of a human being in the first place. So we already wasn't viewed as fully human and things of that nature, you know? So that doesn't surprise me, man. They got a lot more rights than we do. That's why when people that's why I don't care anything about fighting for their rights, man. And fight for that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing on the black struggle because we still struggling. They protected out here. People don't understand that community is protected. That community has a lot of power. Black people, we don't have a lot of that power. We don't have a lot of protection out here. So we at the bottom. So forget all of that. People gonna say, well, how you gonna fight for the same things that you fighting for as a black person? These other groups of people fighting for it too. Boy, it's not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. Listen, I ain't have no choice in being born an original person in the wilderness of North America. I have no choice being born as a black man in the wilderness of North America. I ain't asked for all this nonsense to come my way. Didn't ask for it. I had no choice. I was born into this world this way. These people waking up talking about now I'm 18, 19. I feel like instead of me being a woman, I feel like I need to be a man today. You decided that. I can't do anything about being a black man in America, man. This is just how I am. I can't do anything about it. I'm just bleach my skin, look like Sammy Sosa, like an idiot out here. But man, I didn't choose to be born black in America. I didn't choose that. It's a whole different struggle. You coming out telling people that you gay. You coming out telling people that I'm not a man. I feel like I'm naturally a woman, this, that, and the third. Come on, man. It's a whole different struggle. Whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. Y'all don't understand what y'all don't understand what y'all talking about. Y'all so-called coming out of closets. Man, we born into this. We born into it. Ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do. I'm born a black man in America. It is nothing I can do to get the cops up off me. Ain't nothing I can do. Ain't nothing I can do to get these white folks to accept me and give me certain positions. Ain't nothing I can do. The only thing I can do is sell myself out and become part of that community. Then I'll be protected. But if I just choose to remain a black man, a strong black man, then that's it. I'm going against the world out here. It's me against the world out here, Tupac. Now, if I want to sell myself out, sell my people out, then I'm good. I can make it now. I'm protected then. So, man, do not compare those struggles. Do not compare those. It ain't even a struggle for real for them. Ain't even a struggle in today's time. Being part of the alphabet community is not a struggle. It's not. It is not. Y'all are accepted out here. Y'all are accepted. We not getting accepted for not accepting it. Homophobic. That's what we get called. Y'all ain't getting called nothing. It's plenty of y'all out here now. Y'all good. Y'all rolling. Y'all got high positions out here. People don't understand that y'all running Hollywood. Y'all running a lot of things out here. The alphabet community. Y'all are in high places out here. So y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all protected. We not. We are not. We are not. So these are different struggles, different fights here, different situations. I don't have any sympathy for that side. I don't have any sympathy for that community. I don't care how unpopular that is. Why? Why would I have sympathy for that? D Monty, and I've always said that segregation, separation, I'm all for it. The only thing about that is I'm for segregation and separation if they would agree to leave us alone. See, when we segregate ourselves and we start thriving, then they want to come over here and try to bomb our communities because they go realize how much they need us. They're like, oh man, they got this Negro league over here. They got this basketball league over here. It's great on that side. We don't want to watch all these white dudes play this sport. This is boring. So then we're going to come over here. We're going to bomb their community. We're going to force them to integrate. And then we're going to make it hard for them. So our integration, honestly, in my opinion, set us back some more. I'm all for segregation and separation if they would agree to leave us alone. Let us have our little community piece of land over here, and y'all do y'all thing on that side. Like, I would love that. That'll be listen, we can deal with our problems internally. They can deal with their problems internally, this, that, and the third. I'm not saying that that's going to eliminate problems within the community. Not saying that, but let us deal with our community. Let us deal with ourselves. Let us deal with each other. Y'all deal with each other. Because we listen, we already got to deal with enough, man, coming from y'all, man. So I feel like separation, segregation was like part of the answer for me. Because we was out here thriving, man. We had some powerful communities back then. We had some powerful communities doing powerful things, and they was like, oh, they thriving. Let's bomb it. Let's destroy it. Let's kill everybody over here. We can't have them over here thriving. We can't do it. We need to make them feel like they need us over here. Got to make them dependent on us. We cannot have them. We cannot have them surviving and thriving over here. We can't have that. So we already know, man. So I'm all for separation, segregation, just like Elijah Muhammad and them talked about. If they would agree to just leave us alone, they would agree to that. I'm good. I'm rolling. I'm rocking. But we know they have a hard time just leaving us alone, letting us thrive. And that's another thing too. If we had our own, listen, a white person can come to the black side of town and we gonna welcome them. We gonna let them in. You black go to the white side of town, it's time for you to die. You know, that ain't how we operate. Oh, this white person on this black side of town, we gonna let them rock. We gonna show them a good time. That's what we gonna do. You black go to the white side of town. To this day, they do that. You go to the white side of town right now in 2021. They gonna look at you crazy like you don't belong here. Dominique, 100%, man, 100%. 100%. Oh, Magic Rims, you already know, man. We got DJ Elmo talking about the UK, so we already know, man. This pretty much everywhere they've been colonized, man. Pretty much everywhere they've been colonized, westernized, and all of that type of stuff, man. Pretty much everywhere, man. Like most of Africa. Man, you go over there to China, man, like just a lot of people have deviated from their natural way of life. Like a lot of people, they have been colonized and westernized, from the diet to what they watching on the television screen, man. I was just reading about that, nutrition books, man. They was like, man, people deviating from their normal way of life via nutrition, and they suffering from diseases that they never suffered from back in the day, man. You got more Asians and things like that with diabetes because they have deviated from their natural way of living. And they have gravitated towards the Western way of living, eating more fast food, white sugar, white flour, things of that nature. Now they got diabetes, more obese Asians out here because they deviated from their natural way of life, man. So all of these cultures, man, a lot of these cultures have been westernized, and it's creating a lot of problems. Oh, DeMonte, no doubt. I'm all for it as long as when we do it, it ain't a problem. Let us let us respond the same way. But that be the problem. When we respond the same way, it's time to blow the whole city up. Bonafide, what's going on? If the video was too blatant, too garbage, too trash, too whack, whatever we can think of. So, man, we got a lot. It's a lot that's going on out here, man. Sometimes stuff legit give you a headache out here, man, because everybody be talking about the progress we done made. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I just see a lot of regression, man. I see a lot of regression. I see a lot of regression. I see a lot of going backwards, devolving instead of evolving. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that, man. It's sick. It's sick, man. And like back in the day, like I said, people always like to say, well, back in the 90s, you had Luke and you had a bunch of vulgar artists and things like that. But I said, man, you had a very good balance back in the day. Antoinette, Peace Queen, what's going on? You had a lot of balance back in the day, too. So just like you had all of these vulgar groups, man, you had a lot of brand Nubians and poor righteous teachers and X-clans and all that countered that Public Enemy and all that type of stuff, man. So you had balance. Balance is missing these days, man. Balance is missing. Balance is missing, man. And balance is something that you need. Balance is something that we need. So the balance is missing. The balance is what's missing. So just as many times as you gonna show people that soft male figure, you need to show them the opposite of that. So it's like they don't do that. They don't do that. There is never balance, man. There is never balance. Just like you're gonna promote all this garbage food, let them know the benefits of the fruits and veggies. Balance it. They don't balance it. They don't balance it. They do not practice balance out here. They don't. Nappy-headed guy, man. That's about the only way, man. You send them to the school system. You set them up for failure. Literally, what you set them up for. And I was just talking with a brother about that today that I was training, man. We was talking about recommending college to people. I said I wouldn't recommend any young boy to go to college unless he needed to actually get that degree. Other than that, man, you learn you a trade or a skills, which I wish I would have learned how to do that. Heck, it's better to just learn that first. If you want to go to school, you go to school later. But learn that trade or skill, man, get you some bread, stack it up. Then if you want to go to school, there you go. You're gonna be able to have that skill of trade. That skill of trade gonna make the funds for you. Then if you want to go to school, you can use that money instead of putting yourself in debt, taking out all these loans. School ain't going nowhere. If you want to get that degree, you can get it. Learn that trade first. Learn something of value first that you can provide that service for somebody, man. Then stack your bread up that way. If you want to go to school, then go. But man, we out here setting the kids up for failure, man, having them take out student loans with nothing guaranteed after the fact. Only thing they didn't accumulated was $100,000 student loan debt. Now reverse it. Pick up this trade first, man. Learn some plumbing, learn some electrical work, learn how to cut hair or something. Do that 4 to 5 years, man. Stack up your money, save up your money. Then if you want to go to school, cool. If you like what you're doing, man, you got a bunch of options when you do it that way. You got a lot of options when you operate that way, man. That's how I wish I would operate. I could have literally got my personal training certification fresh out of graduating from high school, and I could have worked at a gym for 4 years instead of going to school for 4 years. And by that time, I would have saved up enough bread. So the parents need to operate like that. Instead of sending your child to college for 4 years when they obviously don't have life figured out, they don't know what they want to do. Hence why a lot of kids change their major and they just wasting money getting deeper in debt. Man, hey, get a trade, learn a skill, work that job for 4 years while they at the crib, and have them help out with a little bit on the bills, put a little bit on the bills, and then have them save their money. Then in 4 years, man, how much money you think they're going to have saved up? Depends on the skill or the trade, whatever it is they doing. Man, they can come out of there, instead of $60,000 in student loan debt, they can have $60,000 saved up after 4 years of working with that skill or that trade. But nope, we pushing people to go to college and accumulate that debt. Man, if you 18 in 4 years, you're going to be 22. You got $60,000, $70,000 saved up at 22 after working for 4 years right after you have graduated. You got $60,000, $70,000 saved up after those 4 years, man. You could do whatever you want to do at that point. You could do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do at that point. We working backwards, man. That's the way to do it. You got time to figure out your life, learn that skill or that trade. That skill, they can't take that away from you. See, that degree, like it's like the dollar bill, man. The more of those we have in circulation, the less valuable they are. But that trade, can't nobody take that away from you. Can't nobody take that away from you, man. You gonna always have a job. You gonna always have a way to make money when you have that skill or that trade. Gonna always find a way to make money. You cut hair, man. It's gonna always be people out here needing a haircut. So you know how to cut hair. There you go. It's gonna always be somebody that needs your services, man. No matter how much they try to automate this stuff, people still like that human interaction when it comes to a lot of these skills and trades out here. And that's what people ask me. It was like, man, you think personal training gonna be virtual in the future? I said, nah. And I said the reason why I say that because people like that human interaction. People like being instructed by an actual person. Can't take away. You cannot substitute that. You just can't. When people know they're dealing with a robot, it's just different, man. Opposed to dealing with an actual person. People like dealing with people. Hence, when I was working in the bank, and people just like coming in the bank just so they can talk to people. So nah. Oh, Brittany, man, there you go. See, I took the L. I took the L. I did 4 years, and all I got is the debt. I'm not even doing anything revolving around my degrees, man. I mean, semi, because I did my own business, but I was gonna do that anyway. So I didn't need school for that. Dominique, man, yeah, you got more than 3 jobs. You got 30. But yeah, no doubt. Yeah, look, man, now listen. They get their money when they get their money. They might as well cancel. We talk about cancelers. They might as well cancel student loans, man. I ain't got time for that. Nappy-headed guy. And I'm a prime example of that. I never got the job. Never got the job. I graduated. Listen, I did everything according to the book. Never been in trouble. Don't have no record. Listen, I'm a model citizen. And I went to these schools. I went to a prestigious school, Catholic University. I ain't Catholic. I went to a Catholic university playing football. I was on the dean's list. So man, listen, I'm doing everything you're supposed to do. I'm on the dean's list. I ain't never had below a 3.0. Graduated with 2 degrees in 4 years. Who does that? So I'm like, man, I'm good. Man, I would get no calls. Going on these interviews, getting rejected left and right. So I'm like, man, that was a waste of 4 years, man. Then I go get certified to personal train, and I get a job that next week after I get my certification that I just had to spend like $800 on. So I could have literally just spent $800 and been good in life. Because now I'm making most of my bread from training and talking about fitness and all that type of stuff. Come on, man. Yeah, D-Monty can't automate it. That's why I tell people, learn that skill or that trait, man. Learn how to supply that service. You'll never be broke. You'll never be broke. Never. Brittany, and I witnessed a lot of people do that. I witnessed a lot of people just constantly switch it up. And I don't blame you. You 18. Listen, you got to think about it. You 18 and you got all this pressure on you to make one of the biggest decisions of your life. What I'm a major in. If you make that wrong decision, you have set yourself up for failure in life. That is a big decision to make at 18. You basically about to decide what you want to do for the rest of your life. That's literally what a major is. So you got to make the correct decision at 18, or else you're going to set yourself up for depression, misery, and all of this. This is the decision that you are forced to make at 18. What do I want to do with the rest of my life? That's what they telling you. That's the decision they making you make, or they forcing you to make at 18. So it doesn't surprise me that a lot of people go to college at 18, 19, they switch it up 3 or 4 times. Man, you 18, 19, you really don't know what you want to do. You really do. You may have. It's only a select few that actually know exactly what it is they want to do right out of high school. Like, I want to do this. For the most part, everybody else, like, man, I don't even know what I want to do. Man, I didn't even know it was certain subjects I didn't even know had a major to them. That's how lost I was going into college. I'm like, man, I didn't even know I could have majored in this. That's crazy. I didn't even know some of the majors. I majored in what I majored in because my sister majored in it, and that was it. I didn't even know. Like, I had no type of. It was just all bad out here. Nappy-headed guy, investing is the way to go. Definitely learn how to invest. But to invest, you got to get the bread up. So the best way to get the bread up, learn that skill, learn that trade. Then once you get the bread up, now you able to invest the bread. So there you go. Magic rims, no doubt. No doubt. D Monty, I know I was getting dumber, and I know I was getting dumber. I had a whole course on entrepreneurship from a teacher who had no had no entrepreneur experience. You literally on the payroll trying to tell me how to be an entrepreneur, trying to tell me how to boss up. It's crazy. And you never did it. I can see if you did it, you never did it. I didn't learn anything about what type of business to file, how to do your taxes as a bit. Like, I ain't learned none of this. Because again, they don't want you. They don't want you to survive and thrive out here. They don't want you to be self-sufficient. Prometheus, that's what that video was all about. Magic rims, man. I already, it was people around me saying it, but that was my sentiments. And then I got sucked right into going. Yeah, D Monty. I know a few people like that. They get a million degrees just so they ain't gotta pay a loan. So they got a million degrees and never get anything as far as a job pertaining to any of those degrees. Magic rims. I know I wasn't prepared for life leaving high school, leaving college. Just was not at all. Prometheus. I tried to do it one time. I think it was going into my junior year of college, man. I got into it with my peoples and everything. I was like, man, this is a waste of money. It's just stupid. I don't even like playing football no more. It's just dumb. Like I was ready to go. I was ready to get up out of there, man. It was a big waste of time, man. That's one of the ways that they trap us too, man. College is a trap, man. College is just a scam for real, man. It's a straight scam when it's not done correctly. It's a way that you can kind of use it, to your advantage. But man, if you about to put yourself in debt for something that you really don't need, don't do it. The only time I recommend going to college if you actually need this degree to do what it is you want to do. Yeah, DJ Elmo, we already know how our 360 degree go. That's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And for the most part, when you in school, when you go to school, you just get stuck on the knowledge part. You don't gain no wisdom, you don't gain no understanding. You get stuck on knowledge, memorization. That's all school is, man. How much can you memorize? That's literally all you doing. That's how I mastered. Listen, I was at the Catholic University and I literally mastered how to take the test and how to pass the exam because it was memory. It's memory. That's it. They don't really care nothing. Listen, they telling you like what to know, what to learn, not how to learn. So all you need to know is what to memorize. All you need to know, what to memorize. That's it. That's it. So school ain't really teaching you nothing for the most part. As told by Curly D, what's going on? Son, man, hey, I appreciate it, man. Y'all need to be sending condolences my way for watching that trash video. Yeah, y'all need to send me the condolences, man. That was like a RIP moment for your boy, man, having to watch that video. I sat through like 3-4 minutes of that trash, man. It was tragic. Tragic. Air view. I passed French and I can't utter one sentence in French. I passed it with a B and an A. I passed because I just memorized stuff, man. But I don't know how to speak French. Don't know how to speak it. Yet I passed my class. I took French in college. So I was out here passing college French. I took French like 3-4 years. Can't speak one sentence in French. Just to show you how trash the school system is. Because I was just out here memorizing what I need to memorize. D Monty, man, I had to watch it. Because I'm like, if I'm going to make the video on it, I got to watch it. I watched it, man. Yeah, man, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand how, like, when I heard that Throat Baby song for the first time, I was disappointed for the whole day. That stuff messed up my vibe. This video just did that for me, man. So I'm gonna have to go listen to some Dead Prez or something. I'm gonna have to listen to some Dead Prez and watch some Fred Hampton speech or something, or Khalid Muhammad speech, man. Get my mind off it. That was crazy. That was ridiculous. As told by Curly D, it's definitely a matrix, big matrix. Big matrix. That's all it is. It's a big matrix. That's one of the many matrices that we have, the school system. Yeah, Dominique, that's all it ever is. That's all it is. Regurgitated information. Stuff that they want you to know. And that's it. I literally mastered the school system in regards to just how to pass with flying colors. People thought I was the smartest person in the world. It's like, man, how you passing these tests and all you do is sit up and play the game all night? You don't even be studying. I say, man, it's easy. All you gotta do is know what to memorize, man. It's not rocket science. I'm like, y'all cramming, trying to read this whole chapter before your exam tomorrow, when all you gotta do is just understand the key words, the vocab words that's on the side of the page. You memorize most of those, guess what? You got it. You got it. You're gonna pass every exam they throw your way. I mean, y'all should have saw me in college, man. I was chilling. Everybody drinking Red Bull, trying to stay up studying. I was doing whatever I wanted and passed every exam, passed every test with flying colors, easy. I'm 1 hour of sleep. I'm going right up in there. Ah, this test easy. Boom, pass. Static Sand, peace. What's going on, man? And hey, y'all got to give me a pass, man. I had to take the sacrifice, man, because I had to talk about it. So I took the sacrifice for the squad. Y'all know I normally would not watch such video. And it's never happening again, by the way, because that's too much for me. I just can't do it. Somebody else gonna have to take the L next time. Somebody else gonna have to take that L for me next time. I can no longer take an L like that ever again. Can't do it. I've taken 2 L's, man. Somebody forced me to listen to the Throat Baby song. They just so happened to play the joint, and I was in the vicinity. So this right here was choice, though. This right here was choice. But it is what it is, man. I'm gonna get myself together after watching that, man. I was scarred. Get myself together, most definitely, though. But man, I got to get back. I got to get back on it, man. I got to get back on the grind. I ain't been streaming like that. It's like a blessing and a curse, man. My gym, the business been picking up, so I ain't been able to stream like I want to stream. So now I'm about to just balance everything out, man, so I can continue to supply y'all with the information via the streaming and things of that nature, man. Because we gotta get this information out here. I feel like I'm slacking. I feel like I'm slacking on the streaming, man. Got time to be slacking because there's a lot that needs to be told out here. As told by Curly D. Yep, that is very true. That's very true. It definitely affects your focus, your concentration, the ability to retain information. It definitely does that. Definitely does that. And another thing I started to do when I was in college too was change the way that I was eating. So when I changed the way that I was eating, it was helping me like retain information. It helped improve the memory. So once I was cleaning up the way that I was eating, man, that made school that much easier for me because I was able to retain information easier. So it helped with the memory. So I wasn't out here struggling with the memory. It's told by Curly D. Nope, don't worry about it. I took the L. I sacrificed. Listen, y'all know how they say Jesus died for for our sins. Like I did that, man. I took the L for y'all, man. I took that L. I sacrificed myself for y'all, man. Y'all ain't gotta watch that video. I'm telling y'all right now, it's trash. Yeah, bona fide, they definitely are. But like I said, it's a reason why they doing it. Akuma, man, you got it. 3-day fast, man. It's light work. Yeah, Dominique, man, it's been real in the field. Man, my gym been going crazy. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy to the point where a few of my clients have said, man, you finna need a bigger facility out here. So it's getting real out here, man. Just being good at what you do, man, mastering your craft out here. But nah, I'm gonna get back on it. Y'all know how I go. They can't hold me down for too long, man. We're gonna get the message out one way or another. I'm gonna get on it. D Monty, I was that person that slept in class. I stayed sleeping in class, man. I always every time teacher talk, I'm asleep. But then when it's test time, I got the best grade. So that's very accurate. I was the main one sleeping in the class, and I was the main one passing the class with flying colors. The person in the class that wasn't saying much, they thought didn't know nothing or didn't know anything. I was the main one with all the answers. Yeah, magic rims, and that's why I'm encouraging people, man, to start. Like, this is the time, man. This is the time to really just think about like your next move, man, and get a bunch of streams of like passive income and stuff like that, man, because it's getting interesting in the field out here, man. It's just getting interesting in the field. It's getting interesting, man. It's gonna be a lot of different ways that they're gonna be able to discriminate against us and hold us back, hold us down. Like, they just add on to the ways that they can discriminate against us, from saying certain things to not getting vaccines to all of this type of stuff, man. They're gonna be able to just hold us down in a lot of different ways. So we got to really start putting things into motion to dodge those bullets, man. And don't wait too late. D Monty, man, I don't think I paid attention in it. It was a few classes that I might have paid attention in. I like math and science, so I always paid attention in math and science. But I like to just master math problems, and I was just always interested in science. So I paid attention in a lot of those classes. But other than that, man, I was asleep. I'm going to sleep. Bona fide. And see, you made it through it. You made it through. You made it through. When you make it through stuff like that, man, you got a greater purpose. And people, man, people don't understand, man. I done told y'all about it, man, but I done had a lot of situations where I wasn't supposed to make it out of them situations. That's why I feel like I got a greater purpose, man, because it was some situations that I've been involved in that could have easily been the last day for me. Like I talked about the car wreck I was in some years ago. They say my car flipped 5 times on the highway. I fell asleep behind the wheel on my way to work. I was working with my brother. It was a summer job. Right before the exit that I was supposed to get off on, I dozed off. It was it. They say the people that was behind me said I flipped 5 times. And I just crawled out that joint and I was just looking for a phone. So it was like, that's crazy. I survived that, man, like 5 times. Whole time I thought that was it because it was a truck. It was a big truck behind me, man, 18-wheeler, whatever the case may be. I saw it behind me. So the whole time I'm turning, I'm bracing myself. I'm like, man, this truck about to get me. That was the last thing I think I saw in like my rear view mirror was a truck behind me. So I was like, oh man, when I woke up, I said, man, this truck about to hit me, bro. It's about to be it. Then next thing you know, I'm just crawling. I'm crawling out because I landed upside down, crawled out that joint. And I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm looking, people looking at me. I'm like, hey, somebody got a phone. That's how I walked away from that. And then y'all know about the banks I was at being robbed twice. So it's a situation that I done made them through it. So I'm like, man, I got a purpose to fulfill. And life is letting me know that, hey, if you don't fulfill this purpose, man, look, in a second, in a split second, things can change. In a split second, that's all it takes. In a split second, that car wreck could have been it. That could have been it in a split second. In a split second, that dude that robbed the bank could have just started shooting, going crazy. That could have been it. Like, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. It do not take too long to die out here. It don't take too long for your situation, your whole life to change. Doesn't take long. It takes a split second, literally. So all that's all it takes. It's all it takes for things to change for you. That's it. That's all it takes. As told by Curly D, I can relate to that. I can relate to that not from the overweight perspective, but from a short perspective. A lot of people, and they won't admit this too, but a lot of people discriminate. I learned this from some people actually. A lot of people discriminate against short people as well, especially in the corporate workforce. A lot of short men, because it's an intimidation factor. It's a presence. They say they like the taller man because they feel like people are intimidated more, that taller person can have control over the room, this, that, and the third. They don't feel like people are intimidated by the short male. So therefore, when you look at a lot of corporate jobs, you're gonna see a certain type of height in regards to the men that are at the top. And a lot of times you're not gonna see short men, they was telling me. This is some information that I got. So I can definitely relate to that, but it's stuff that they won't admit. D Monty, that business credit, man. I was just talking about that with another client too. She's trying to start laundromat business or whatever the case may be. So I could definitely do something about that when I master it on my end, and I just shoot everybody what I learned on it. Oh yeah, static, static saying, yeah, hey Akuma, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, Nappy had a guy. Once you find them other streams of income, it's all good. I'm trying to get, like I say, about 6 or 7 consistent streams of income. That's it. That's what I'm trying to operate on, man. That's why I try to tell everybody to do, man. There's plenty of different ways to generate income out here. A lot of different ways. A lot of ways you can generate income without relying on your corporate job. And if your corporate job is just your only source of income, you got a problem. You got a problem. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. And that's with income as well. So you should be striving to get several streams of income, man. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. 1,000%. Yeah, bona fide. I already know. I already know. I done been blackballed from corporate America, but it's good. I don't want to go back to corporate America. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good making my own rules. Nappy headed guy. It's a lot of money to be made out here. A lot of money. A lot of money. Man, there's so many different ways to make money, man. Like at this point, if you not get to the money out here, you just don't want it. Because it's a lot of different ways. It's a lot of different ways to make it. The thing of it is, we just think that the only way to really make it is the corporate way. No, it's too. Just like we was talking about technology, they've also made it too easy for us to generate income. They made it too easy for us to generate income. We just got to take advantage of it. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I study the people who they create all these theories about. I will study the folks like the Rockefellers, Morgan and Chase, like J.P. Morgan, all these type of people, man. I'm studying Andrew Carnegie. Like I'm studying these folks. I'm studying them so I can see what they did. I can see how they move. I'm like, all right, this is how they move, because that's how they did us. So I'm gonna study them, see how they move. They're giving you the answers right there. They just know we're not gonna pick up the book. So when you study them, you're gonna find out a lot of what you need to do. As far as I even studied Donald Trump. Donald Trump and Robert, what's the dude? The Rich Dad Poor Dad dude, Robert Kiyosaki. They got a book together. That book got a lot of Jews in it. And most of it was coming from Donald Trump. Most of the Jews in there was given by Donald Trump. That dude giving a lot of business Jews in there. All you gotta do is pick up these books. They giving you the answer. They telling you what to do. They telling you the formula if you're trying to generate wealth. They telling us what to do. We not reading the books and we not putting in the work. Yeah, Nappy headed guy, they already on that. That's why I say, man, we gotta dodge that bullet. That's why I left the banking industry. And it's correct to show and prove to you how frustrating it can be to just deal with family members sometimes. When I quit the bank and went full time with my gym, everybody looking at me, why you do that? That's crazy. Guess what? I had a conversation with my pops the other day, and guess what he tells me? He was like, man, I was looking at an article and they say by 2025 or 2030 that the banking industry gonna be completely ran by robots. I'm like, dude, that's what I just was trying to tell y'all. That's why I quit. That's why I didn't even remain in the industry, because I said that. That's literally what I told my people. I said, hey, I was in on this meeting with all these managers and they talked about cashless society, cashless branches. They was like, we're going to have these automated branches ran by one person. So all these other positions in the bank are going to be obsolete and not exist. So I'm like, man, I'm finna get out of the game before this becomes a problem. And I invest all my time and energy into this industry. Literally said all of this. And dude told me about this article as if that was some news to me. I'm like, dude, I literally told y'all that. Literally what I said when y'all was out here criticizing, when everybody's out here criticizing my move. Marcus, what's going on? Orlando, hey, you good, man, working on the craft. That's why I haven't been streaming, man, been mastering my craft. Just building. Just building. Dominique, man, you know how I go. I come out with a shirt. Obviously, I gotta like overprice the shirt because I'm independent. So it may be about, you may be able to find a cheaper shirt, but you supposed to support me off the strength. I'm giving you a good quality product. I just gotta charge a little bit more because I'm independent. I ain't Walmart. I can't afford to charge $10 for this shirt. It costs me more than $10 to make it. So I gotta charge you a nice amount for this shirt. You know, but you gonna spend that same amount of money on McDonald's, Murder King, and all that, and then don't get me started on these designer clothes that you like to buy. So just spending $30 with me, or $35 or $40, whatever it is, on one time to buy a shirt ain't gonna kill you. I can see if I was asking for you to spend that on me a month. No, I'm just, man, buy this shirt this one time, support your boy, boom. You ain't never gotta buy another shirt day in your life. Just $30, $35, $40 is one time for this shirt, boom, keep it going. We act like that's a problem out here. Nappy headed guy, that's how y'all do. We gotta go on these jobs with the sole purpose of using them. With the sole purpose of using them. Use that job to get what you need and then get out of the game. Because we replaceable. We replaceable out here. They don't care anything about us. Oh yeah, Bonafide, definitely right on. I'm working on a new powder. It's like a green powder. It's gonna be like protein based and things of that nature. So definitely plant-based, protein type, immune boosting powder. So I'm working on a green joint that I'm gonna have up and running maybe in about a week or two. Right, Akuma? And then we don't have child labor either. So we don't have a bunch of 5 and 6-year-olds making our products for free. You know, so we ain't got that either. You know, so a lot of these corporations that you supporting is child labor. They got the children out here slaving making a product. That's why they ate for nothing. That's why they able to charge $5 for their product. We don't have that. We don't have that at all. Dominique, no doubt. You already know. I'm gonna get it going, man. I'm about to start pushing my stuff a lot more. I'm had to order some more shirts. Dominique know the story about that, but I got my shirts truly coming this time. I'm gonna get it going on that. Got the powders coming, working on this other book. So we about to get it rolling, man. We about to get it rolling. Keep it rolling. Not get it rolling. We already rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. Dreaming of GTR, extremely. But let you said we homophobic out here, so Magic Rims. It's a lot of shows. I gotta watch those joints though, but it's a lot of shows that showing you the agenda, showing you what the agenda is. Oh, Dreaming of GTR, what you apologizing for? You good. I agree with what you just said. Agree with what you said. I have no problem with what you just said. I put it on the screen. Ain't got no problem. I just said when we say that, they call us homophobic and everything else under the sun. We the problem, but dude out here grinding on Satan. Magic Rims, no doubt. I spend 200 on books all day, every day. The return on my investment gonna be a lot greater than spending 200 on those shoes. Oh, Dominique, you already know I got you. Dreaming, hey, if they take it down, y'all already know why they took it down. So we already know what it is. We already know, we ain't worried about it. They take it down. We know what the deal is. We know what's happening. We know what's happening. But y'all, man, hey, I've been on this joint venting for about 2 hours, man. I gotta go ahead and give me a smoothie in or something, man. I gotta get some reading done, man. I gotta get some studying done. I got a little downtime during on the weekends a little bit. So it'd be cool, man. Give me some studying in, some decent eating in, and all that type of stuff, man. So this was a nice stream. I'm gonna try to tap back in tomorrow with y'all too. I gotta get back on the grind in regards to my streams, man. Gotta get this information out here. Y'all already know how I go. Dominique, man, I'm gonna try to put out several books. I still got time to go this year. I'm gonna try to put out several more. It don't take me nothing to type it. All I gotta do is just get going. But definitely, man, this was a peaceful stream, man. I appreciate all the comments, the donations, all that good stuff, man. The interaction is always peace. It's always peace interacting with you all, man. But I'm gonna tap on out, get out of here, man, and just enjoy the rest of this day. Y'all do the same. Enjoy the rest of this Saturday evening. It's pretty beautiful where I'm at. So y'all get y'all some sun if y'all can. Get y'all some decent food in, then get y'all some rest, man. I'm out, y'all. Peace.